I'm Prithvi Thakur. Today we'll see how to execute or simulate a program of 8051, which is assembly level program, using Keel. I'll be using Keel version 5 for the said program. The very first step to simulate a program is we'll have to write down the code. So what we'll do, we'll create a new project. Click on project, new project, give a name to the project, save. It will ask for the IC that you want to use. So there are lots of ICs options which are available over here that you can see. The one which we require is 8051, which comes under Atmel group. So we'll just type AT89C51, which is the IC used for the software, which is a substitute for 8051. Click OK. Click yes. You should get a project window over here. If you cannot see the project window, go to view and click on the project window. So it will show you the project window. Once I've created the project, it will show target, source group 1 and startup.a51, which we clicked yes for creating the project. Now I already have a project, the program which I want to be there. So I'll just go to project, open project. I want to have add 51, which is the name of my project, and go to view, see the project file, project window, add a51.asm. So I'll write down the code which is there available. So the code is move dptr #0100. 0100 is nothing but the external memory. I'll tell you how to use the external memory, how to put the data in the external memory, and how to get the data. Move x @dptr will take the value from the external memory 0100 and it will store to accumulator. The next step will be moving the data from accumulator to R0. Incrementing dptr will increase 0100 to 0101. I have to move this A,R0 because external memory data can be taken from dptr only to the accumulator. So I am doing move x A,dptr. Once both the data is there, one data I have stored in R0, the second data I'll keep it in accumulator itself. So I can directly do the addition of two 8-bit numbers, which is add A and R0. I'll increment the dptr to store the answer back to the external memory. So I'll do the reverse of this, what I have done, move x @dptr, A. That means whatever the addition of A and R0 is there, it will be stored in accumulator and the answer can be moved to A. I will also check if there is some carry. I'll increment the carry, I'll add with the carry, increment the dptr and store the carry if any. This is just the structure of the program. We'll see how to debug it and how to execute it. So when I go to debug over here, I have start stop debug session. So I'll just click over here. It will ask you a prompt, run with the code limit. Just click OK. This will be the execution window. So right now, if you'll see, starting from this particular window, it is a register window which will have all the registers available, that is R0 to R7, along with their current value. The default value is always 0. So all the register over here is 0. Only the SP has its default value as 07 hex. On the top window, disassembly is the code which I am writing, and here will be the .a51 file which can be seen when we will start the execution. This is a command window. It will say if there are any errors or no. If there would have been error, we wouldn't have come to the screen. Next is this. If I want to have an external memory, since my dptr takes external memory, I have to see what is its value and what is to be stored. So currently dptr I have initialized is 0100, so I'll write down the same 0 cross 0100. Here also the entire memory is empty, so I can just put any random data, double click on it, enter the data whatever you want. So I'll take the simple number 02 and I'll take another number as 03. So when I do 0100, 02 should be stored in one location, that is accumulator. From accumulator it should move to R0. Next, when I increment, it will go to C1 0101, which holds the value 03. it should be moved to accumulator. The addition of 02 and 03 should be then moved to the next location. So for seeing the output or to debug, we'll just go to debug and we'll see the step execution. So I just press F11 every time the execution is taken place, and it will show you the progress on this side. So let's press F11. Here the very first thing you can see is DPTR has changed to 0100. Moving the data from DPTR, the arrow is shown here. Program counter shows the next value. So DPTR's value, which is 02, has moved to the location R accumulator. Now I have to move this to R0. So when I press F11, that is next step, it will move to R0. The values of the registers which are changed will be always highlighted. Next is incrementing the DPTR. So just observe the value. 0101 will move to 0100 change to 0101. So now whatever the data is there in 0101 will be moved to accumulator. So that is 3, which is moved to accumulator. Addition is done and the addition answer is stored in accumulator. So 05 is the answer that we are expecting and it will be stored. I am moving this answer into the incremented location from DPTR, that is 0102. So observe the DPTR value is 0102. The answer 05 is stored. Now since I have taken a small value which does not generate a carry, it will clear the accumulator, incrementing. There is no ADDC, so no carry is generated. So the value next to that will again just be stored as 00. So this is how we can execute the program for Keil using 8051 IC.